I said, talk to you on weekends. I don't know. This is.
I talked to Ed.
Okay, Commissioners, are you ready?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Jump right into support services.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I'm so happy you're back. Well, ish.
It's nice to be able to see everybody again. The only thing I have is the 2026 boards, councils, and commissions list, as long as everything looks okay.
I'm good. Commissioners?
Everything's staying the same, right? Unless there's something anybody else wants to talk about or do?
I only had one question, and it's not really specific to this, but the Hood Canal Coordinating Council. We got an email
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, yeah.
And I really don't know anything about it, so I figured,
Yeah, she handled it. What they're gonna do is they're gonna go through their process and I'll just,
Which is fantastic.
yeah, which is normally what we always did anyway, but they're trying something new. Well, it turns out they've cut out a lot of our local stuff, so it's gonna be nice to get that brought back in. I didn't know that until after we got these emails and I made some phone calls. It's like, okay, I didn't know that happened. Okay. So now we'll make sure our locals are back to being represented. Funny how that all works. But this is my first year back on it after all those years. I was on it for years and reestablished that organization then.
And so he's back. That's his job.
yeah, I just wanted to respond to Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it, but I don't, it's not my committee, so whatever Randy wants to do, it's fine.
Perfect. Well, I will reach out and let them know that.
And you wanna stay on the other one for another year, right? Just,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I have 359
No, but I meant that. I meant that.
359 days.
I meant that one committee that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cause you were talking at one point, you didn't, then
Well-
you changed mine.
They're, oh, yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Just backing you on. Pat, are you willing to serve as chair this year? The commission?
Oh,
Because that comes up,
Sure.
tomorrow.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Great. And vice chair? Great.
Perfect.
It's good
I
to,
like it.
Pat, you're not allowed to leave though, that's the, so much for the trips.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try and stop my wife.
I don't argue with anybody's wife, not even my own.
Don't argue with Sandy. She's a sweetheart until she's not.
No comment.
Smart comment.
Smart.
Okay, so I guess we're good on that one.
Perfect.
Jen's up next.
Okay, so what I have for you today is an update on the Youth Connection American Rescue Plan Act, or the ARPA award. So back in 2022, we awarded the Youth Connection $722,000 in ARPA funds for the acquisition of its building and the installation of an elevator. Since then, we have amended that original agreement to add renovations to the building and to extend the award to October 31st of 2026. And so far they have expended, of the $722,000, they have proven to have expended close to $401,000. So there's $321,000 approximately remaining to spend. And I reached out and asked them for an update on where they're at with that. And they are having trouble securing additional funding, it sounds like. So I reached out again this morning and asked, in preparation for this briefing, what alternative options you are exploring, because that's stated in their email. And so Charlie with the Youth Connection reached back out to me and said that they're working on a combination of deferring some of the work to future funding opportunities and borrowing against an ongoing capital campaign. Neither of these options are ideal, but would get us to a balanced budget in the event of a funding gap. So I'm not exactly sure what that means.
I was gonna say, what does that mean?
I don't know, so I will reach back out to them, but I wanted to bring this to you and just give you an update on where they're at and see exactly what.
What is the holdup for them just expending the money? Did we have a requirement of a match? I don't remember a requirement of a match.
There's no match requirement, so I'm not sure what the holdup is. I'm worried that they're not going to be able to expend this by October 31st, and I don't know that they understand that it has to be expended by October 31st. So I'll reach back out to them and make it really clear, because I know there's been some turnover of the board, I think.
Does it have to be used on that specific building? Because they also do some work in several other buildings. Can they
According
do?
to the contract, it has to be, it was that specific building, because it was
We
for
didn't-
the upstairs renovation and the elevator.
Yeah,
That was
I think
the
it said,
original.
upstairs and downstairs on the amendment, but we really didn't specify which building in the agreement. I'll go back and look at that. and
Please do look
see.
for options, because no matter what on this one, Pat, if they don't spend it, we can't give it to anybody else, we can't do anything else with it, we can't, it just becomes money lost to our
Goes
community.
back to the state.
Yes,
Goes back to the fence.
yep, just lost, we will never, so if we can, I don't like it, and we counted on them to get it done, but at the same time, maybe we can find a way to get them to yes to get it expended.
Yeah, we'll try to find a way, they are a beneficiary and not a subrecipient, and so that is a good thing for them and for us. They don't have the same requirements for reporting as a subrecipient does. And so really, technically, we have shown this project as complete in ARPA when we've gone and done our reports, because the money is expended as far as we're concerned.
It's obligated, right?
Well, it's expended as far as ARPA is concerned.
Did we give them the money to hold?
We advanced it, yes.
That's why it's expended.
Yes.
Ouch, that's also,
But if they can spend it on other,
yeah,
another
the question
building,
that,
would be great.
well, I may understand that statement now, though. Did they already expend the money on other things and are waiting
That's
for
what I'm wondering.
these other funds in order to expend it again?
Yeah, so I can reach out to them and ask them if they even have
They
it.
did not, it sounds like, that's,
I
we'll
don't
find
know.
out, but, and I don't know how else we can do it, we can't help them again, we can't give them money to be able to spend that money. I don't know, it'd be different if it wasn't reimbursed, or if it was reimbursed.
And it's too late for ARPA, for us to reallocate
Yeah.
those funds,
Yeah.
except for, technically, I think that we could unobligate those funds from the 300 and whatever, 21,000 from that project and reallocate it to like the salaries and benefits for.
Are you sure we can pull that out after everything's been closed out?
I'm not positive,
I think we'd be in
but,
trouble with that.
I would feel uncomfortable.
yeah, I
doing
would
that.
feel
Yeah, I
uncomfortable
think we'd be
doing
in
that.
trouble.
Yeah, because we've already obligated, we had a deadline to get those obligated, I think
But-
we should stick with what we have.
I think it'd be
Yeah,
re-obligating by
it would
doing
be a
that.
stretch, but it
Yeah.
would be something that we could
Well,
possibly.
We've already
do.
given them the money, though.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
obligated, it's
It's
been
The problem-
distributed.
The
Yeah.
problem is if we change it, then, and they say no, then we have to pay it to the feds. And then we'd have to try and get it from them. I don't wanna be in that position.
Maybe,
Yeah.
let's schedule some time with them and see
Okay,
if we can figure out where they're at, help them understand what the real obligation is.
And
okay.
ask them the tough question, is the real issue they used it for other things and
For
don't have it in the
operating.
bank now to, cause that's why they need money to offset that funding, if that statement is true.
Yeah, okay. So I'll reach out to them and see if we can schedule a briefing time with them.
Or maybe not just a briefing time, let's just see if we can schedule
Maybe
some
we can have a
time
meeting
with
with
them.
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not, you know.
Yeah, just talk,
Okay.
go
Yeah.
and talk to them, cause
Maybe we can have a meeting with them.
yeah, I would say, in my
Okay.
opinion, you're gonna need to be flexible within
Mhm.
what you have to get this done, because we also don't want them hanging out and have to
And
pay
we wanna
back
help
that
them.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we wanna help them.
Yeah, I don't want us to pay it, I have to pay it back, and I don't want them to have to pay it back if we can't.
yeah, okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. And if you want, you can have one of us sit in with you.
Okay.
Travis.
Yeah, either way, that would be good. That's all that I have, except for just a quick update on, you had asked me to reach out to Public Works on one of their loans, or two of their loans, I believe it was, for Beards Cove, and whether or not we wanted to look at paying those loans off. And so Loretta responded and said that the fund's investment is currently more than the payment. But the main thing is the current rate for received on investment funds is 3.82%, and on the loan it's 3.125%. So we're actually earning more interest than what we're paying.
Yeah, but that's gonna start changing quickly, and sometimes it'd be different if we're really making money, but if we're just doing a little bit, we ought to look at getting that off our books.
Yeah, so they felt like they were in a better position to have the funds available and just keep paying on the loan. That was their thought, but I mean, it's up to you, what you want to do with it. So I can bring that back in an official briefing. I just thought I would mention.
And that way we'll
it.
have the numbers in front of us.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Two quick things. One, we've drafted a letter to the governor about the escalating costs of our criminal justice system, and specifically about what OPD is going to be costing us with the changes in the mandates. Just wanted to bring that letter
I'm
forward.
supportive.
Support the letter.
Then we will get that on the agenda so that it can be signed off.
Just
Tomorrow.
for clarification,
Yes, please.
for future, because I don't know how much I got back to you, I was completely supportive originally, but the difference is for us to all three sign it, we have to have it come. I also would have been good in the future if we leave the ability to have them, have him sign it, and then we still sign a secondary one in the future. Because this was a good letter right off the bat that you put together, and it had good purpose. I just trying to
And it's
keep us safe.
a big topic. We have to
Yeah.
figure it out, so.
I didn't figure that the weight of a few extra days would make a difference,
No.
but I thought that the weight of having the commissioner sign it versus me would be more,
Yeah. And
more
they'll-
beneficial,
they'll-
so I
they'll still
decided to
receive
just
it
honor.
before-
What's that?
They'll still receive it before the first day of session too.
Yes, for sure. So I just figured that having the weight of the commissioner sign it was better than trying to do it expediently.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That was great.
And the only other thing was that we have a real estate offer for the property at 1581 East Phillips Lake Loop Road. We've had that out there on the market for a while now. Just wanted to bring that forward to have that.
I'm supportive of allowing me to sign the
Yes.
agreement, setting a motion to come before the board after the process is all finished for a final execution.
Yep, me too.
I'm supportive.
Perfect.
Easy peasy.
That's it. Those are mine.
And I will get that signed in.
That was exhausting.
Wasn't it?
And now Mackenzie will have to bring it back. Originally before you came in.
And now.
Hey, it's you.
Somebody stalled.
No way. So get her down.
Okay, yeah, really, because as you can see, I ran out of the office to get down here. I didn't bring anything with me. I was
Wow.
instructed
Wow.
to bring up a couple of things. I think that's maybe the stall, but, I mean, I could
Oh.
discuss what's ever on there too.
Are we ahead of time?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let me just tell you about interesting weekend. Russellwood Sewer, we had a force main rupture. And this is the force main. It's lift station 2, which pumps, it used to pump down the beach line, which was abandoned, and we've got it pumps up the hill. It split. When we dug it up and found it, it's Schedule 40. That's drinking water line.
Oh,
So that's something that
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
gonna be
that's
talking about, getting a cost on what's gonna take to replace that. because it split. That's not a good sign with that PVC pipe. We don't know, we've got it repaired, don't know how long that will last, because it's all the same
Split.
vintage.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So is that, do you think it's gonna be the entire line?
it's a very short line, thank goodness.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's just, but it's, yeah, just uphill.
But there's no money there, that's all,
Right.
REIT.
Yep. But that would be the prudent thing to do, is to repair that line, so we're doing it as a planned repair as opposed to
Right.
the middle of Saturday
Say,
night.
can you put together and get us those numbers, and let's do it sooner
Yeah.
rather than later.
Hard to find help when the Seahawks are playing.
Yeah, once you have a split. I just
That
can't
was on
imagine.
Once it's
Saturday
open
night?
though, it's like,
Yeah.
you found it, we own it, so let's
Yeah.
go.
And that happened Saturday night?
Yeah, we
During
got
the
it,
game?
I got about 4 AM.
Man,
Yeah, it's fun.
did you enjoy the game?
A little bit. And then nope. I heard about it. It's okay.
Everybody in their home were screaming, and it's like, damn, again.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't screaming.
Oh, that's right, you don't actually like them anyway.
No, I do like the Seahawks, but I like the Niners
Well,
more.
don't you like the quarterback though, because of, wasn't he with?
Oh, he was with the Vikings, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Mhm.
There you go. I'm gonna
Wow,
hang it
that
up.
was.
I don't know why everybody keeps.
There's my
questioning
tap
that.
in, so I
don't think
delayed
it
as long as I
makes
could.
Thank you, good job delaying. We
Yeah,
have, we.
you know, you can find other things to delay
Oh,
on.
for
Don't-
sure.
Don't split pipes anymore. It's not a delay we like.
Not fun.
No. All right, first discussion item, we have a financial imbalance between our adopted budget and our annual construction program. So, bottom line, we need to either adjust the budget or adjust the annual construction program. And we're guessing you probably don't wanna talk about adjusting a budget.
No, thank you.
So we're preparing a briefing to set a hearing and adjust the annual construction program. But did want to confirm with you
Could
that
you
our
explain more
wild
what it is, though?
adjustment,
It's $1.2 million.
Because it's not here for me tonight.
yeah.
So what do we,
So that's it's what we did
So,
with the
so what we
diversion.
have is a certificate of good compliance when we do our reports to CRAB. And one of it is to send in our annual construction program / 6-year transportation program. So we already did that, and then we recently did the budget, and they noticed that the budget was 11.4 million, and the annual construction program is 12.6. So that's $1.2 million difference, and so they said you need to have that either equal or the budget needs to be higher. And so to do that, we'll have to slash some projects out of the annual construction program if that's what the direction we want to go. So and it's got to be road fund money, because if it's grant money, that's revenue in, expenditures out, it balances out, it doesn't really change anything. So you think about it this way, we have $2.4 million in the annual construction program of road fund money to match $10 million of grant money. And so we got to reduce that by 1.2, so we got to cut it in half. And so what that does is take some placeholder projects, you know, that we had some money in there, like for Razor Road extension, we have $150,000, we can pull that off, you know, things like that. But it's also gonna take away some grant money projects.
well, not necessarily, necessarily if we do nothing, but knowing this budget, knowing that the budget, I know that we also had more money came in, and we have a higher ending fund balance than we had talked about. That's why I say before we just
Yep.
say no, let's talk about what the projects are. That's why we don't have it, is you haven't done that yet.
Right.
Can we ask you can I, with you guys' permission, ask you to bring that to us, show us what it looks like, taking away some of the things like the Razor Road and stuff out of the thing that are the low hanging fruit?
All the yellow ones go.
Okay, and which ones,
So-
would you like, which ones are matching funds that you can recircle for us?
Well, can you just,
Yeah.
we can do this now because we're delinquent on this. It was supposed to be turned in December 31st. We turned in the budgets but it's not correct. So to correct this, we'd like to go ahead and just change this to the point that it passes CRAB's, overview. And then in April, revisit doing an amendment to the budget or whatnot, if we're some of these projects that we wanna
As part of the
redo.
normal.
That's the
No,
simplest thing
that
we were
works for
talking
me.
about.
I'm comfortable with that, but if there's a, you know, as long as you don't change it to the point where we lose the money.
No,
No.
in no case are we gonna lose the money, it just drops down off the annual program to, on the 6-year tip.
Okay.
It still stays there, so it's not, we did leave a couple just because of that, exactly that thing, that we didn't wanna lose the funding for, so. So it'll, look, right now we got like 25, 27 projects in there, it's gonna come down to 9. And that's, you know, that's to correct it. And it's a lot of these little things, the neighborhood safety grant, Johns Prairie intersection. Coquitlam is one, we have $200,000 that would take it out. It's match money to $1 million, but the $1 million isn't actually there. We got 522,000 of it actually funded. So it was something that as soon as we get the grant funding, we'd be ready to do that project, but we haven't got the full grant on it. So it's not
So
hurting
we
that.
can move into
Yes.
the next
So we're
year.
just pushing it off another year, at least, that type of thing. But a couple things, it's you know, it's taking out Rock Creek and Webb Hill, gravel conversions, that kind of thing. Coquitlam. And you can either have this or you can.
Well, you wouldn't be doing those until after your April request anyway.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay.
It makes
So
sense
how
to
soon
me.
do you need this?
So how what?
How soon do you need it so that you can submit it to CRAD?
It's just, as soon as possible. We told them we'd have it before March, is what we told them. That's basically the limit they gave
And
us.
they're okay with that?
Yeah,
So we could put it on, you could brief it next week, and then we can put it on the following week's
that was
agenda.
the plan.
Yeah, it's a hearing, so that's the long
It's
lead
got-
one.
yeah, it's
We've got
gotta
to set a
Right.
hearing and then
Right.
advertise, and that's why.
Because
we
you're gonna
told
adjust
them
the annual, and you'll adjust the 6-year at the
Well,
same time.
let's put it on the calendar to set the hearing date at least. 'Cause this way, this
For
way they.
tomorrow.
Yeah, this way they won't be
We
stuck.
can, that
on
would be, if
That-
you're,
That'll
yeah,
save us another couple weeks, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great.
In case
If
we run
you're,
into a,
Mackenzie, can you tweak that? Okay.
in case we
thank
run
you.
into a pitfall or something, to give us time to
Yeah.
maneuver.
Yep.
perfect, thank you, commissioners. Yeah, just reconciling, making sure that we're balancing. And it'll be,
Is
well,
Wagner Road still being considered?
That's one of the ones I inherited, that's always
Yeah.
been on there, so.
Well, there was a.
it was
we
there
were looking at it.
basically in case there
Yeah.
was a advance right away,
Yeah.
but those are,
Well,
I
also they
think-
wanted to, but they never brought it up to,
yeah. I think that the reason for keeping that on our 6-year, and we can clarify that it's developer funded, same thing with Romance, if that's what commissioners want to do. But it's important to have the project on
On
the program, so that it signals to DOT and the development community that this is a planned connection, and part of what we expect is that there's gonna be a road there sometime, so. Yeah. All right.
I took a vote.
Okay, any other questions on that one, commissioners? All right. Okay, next up, we received back comments on the draft memorandum of, the signed memorandum of understanding from, that we sent to the city of Bremerton. And with it was a proposal to strike the sentence, "the work to be paid for by the Commerce Grant." And then Ned attached some communication that he had with Department of Commerce about eligibility from the Commerce Grant to be able to pay for that work. And the email essentially said that not only the grant, but just the program itself typically does not pay for feasibility studies, and so it would not be eligible under the Commerce Grant. So I wanted to bring that back to the commission and see what your pleasure is for the proposed language.
Well, you know, Dan says that he can work that. I'd like to see what Dan can do, but without a doubt, I don't care if it says that or if it just says that they'll pay for it. It's their project, it's them that wants to connect to ours, they should pay their share somewhere along the line. The only thing we've gotten back with our negotiations with them is that they have done nothing or given us nothing from their side at all. Nothing. The only thing that we had in there that was from our side is this, and that's taken out. So that's nothing. We've got nothing from Bremerton at all. We can have a lot of dreams, a lot of hopes, but they're not offering us anything, anywhere at this point. That's where I'm at, and the feasibility, which, thank you, by the way, for putting this together to show what it looks like. This type of feasibility is the type of thing that we need to look at to make the biggest decision that, in my 14 years, this is the biggest decision that's gonna have the greatest impact on our community, on our tax base, on our businesses and everything. To do it half-heartedly makes no sense.
How much, did you have an opportunity to?
Yes.
How much of that have we already done?
I think we have a lot of the building blocks for that work. In my mind, the question is, who does the work? What are the sideboards on how much this feasibility analysis, how much you want to spend on that, if anything? We hear zero from the commissioner, but what makes sense in terms of expenditures, who the appropriate folks are to do that work? But I think the scope is very well laid out, and I think it hits all of the items and issues that
I think you did-
commissioners have
I think you did a
raised.
good job on this, I really do. When I read
Yeah,
that,
a great job.
matter of fact, I don't think I even had one thing I said to the negative on it. I think
Yeah.
it captured, granted, there's always other things I probably like, but you can't have everything, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes somebody does the work and you look at them instead and go, thank you. Because that is what I saw when I read this. And I just got it this morning, just so you know, I only saw this morning.
So, is there a number that you could estimate of what the additional costs would be? I mean, what, to finish that?
Yeah, we could put numbers to this.
Because if we're gonna go back to Bremerton
is the
to
scope.
say, you know, we can't give them, they won't go for an open-ended thing. You know, you're gonna have to put a number on it, saying you're gonna have to pay whatever that dollar amount is.
Reach out and see what it would cost to do a full feasibility on it and have that as the, I'm comfortable with that.
So to put budget to that, in my mind gets to, is this something that is done by consultant services?
Probably.
And if that's the case, I mean, that's a whole different,
Because you're not gonna do them.
ballgame.
You're not qualified to do a feasibility like this. You're qualified to do some of the other feasibilities for.
Yeah, and
for
provide
building- for
data
Building
for
blocks,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll get the data from you.
yes,
And not only that, that takes
Yeah.
the responsibility off of you,
yes,
and it doesn't look like there's any bias or anything.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, so I would absolutely
Mhm.
propose that. Yeah,
And I have no idea what it costs either, just so you know, because you have to ask to find
Also,
out
a timeline,
yep, yeah,
how long it would take them to do it.
yeah.
okay.
Well, we can, I mean, if we can put a number on it, if you can get an estimate from a consulting firm or something like that, then we can at least take that back to the city of Bremerton and say, this is what,
Yeah.
this is the dollar amount, and that answers that question. And
Yeah.
are they okay with that? And if they're not, we don't need to spend a whole lot more time.
Right,
I agree. And the Commissioner's question, just not for their negotiation, but just for myself, I kind of like to know a timeline and stuff too. Just what are we talking with, if they're doing it, what does that look like?
yeah. Okay,
Because I don't know. We did one a while back, I don't like how it was done or everything like that, and on another project that I don't know what the holdup was for all that. I've seen feasibilities come back right away, and I've seen them,
yeah,
and I have a feeling, just trying to be appreciative of the give and take type thing, that I don't think anybody's interested in a 2-year process. They would like to see what it's like to actually have it done.
I have
And-
359
Yeah,
days left. I'd love to see something happen here.
well, I appreciate just
One
having
way or
that
the other.
question too.
yep. Okay, commissioners, do you have any, I mean, we've got ideas about who to reach out to, but do you have any particular firms or thoughts on?
I just asked that it be one that's not connected to either of the things, because I'd like to have a nice arm's distance away, and if it's okay with everybody else, what he's done as a framework.
Yes, oh, yeah,
Do you have this already?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I think it's a perfect framework.
It is. For a guy that's just learning on this stuff, it keeps surprising me a little bit. There wasn't much, I don't mean
It's good to
that,
be underestimated.
I just mean, when I read it, I know what I expected when you gave it to me, and I know what I
Good
felt
to
after.
be
I didn't even have to question it, I was really appreciative.
Oh, no, it's to my
Oh, my
benefit to be
goodness.
underestimated.
I was gonna say, actually, it's
Appreciate
the
that, yeah.
confidence, like this, I'm saying it again, I was surprised by the confidence.
That's funny.
Thank you, Travis, how about that, I'll stop with that.
For sure.
All right. Have all commissioners had an opportunity to take a look at this? And is there anything you're comfortable with?
I liked it.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it
okay.
was.
There's always stuff I
As you
love
said, good
added, but
job.
the truth of the matter is, I'm willing to accept less, you know, because this is pretty encompassing,
Okay,
majority of what I.
all righty. We'll get going on that then. And bring that back to commission with some schedule and ballpark costs, and then get going on a RFQ.
Yeah.
keep track.
After talking with Bremerton first about participation.
It's so funny, you have the thing with your acronyms. For me, it's always been RFQ, RFP, RF. In the beginning, that's one I had the hardest time with, just knowing which one to use at the right time.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, commissioners. Next, just wanted to provide a really quickie update on our current department vacancies and our recruitments. Mainly just to let you know, we're hanging in there, but we do have some vacancies, and some we're intentionally not filling, just given where we're at budget-wise. And
Is there
some we're
positions that
having
you can't get?
challenges.
That's what are there ones that I already know about yours.
Yeah, yeah.
That's from the time I came on, that's always been.
Always been.
And it's not even, I wish I could say it's something we could just do, but the truth of the matter is, they're just not out there.
They're not.
Yeah, so yes, we've got an operator 2 and an operator 3, and the water and wastewater manager positions that are being advertised right now.
Can I ask for something special on that? Could you talk to HR and give them your best ideas on what you think would end up filling those gaps finally? Don't wanna do it here in front of all this.
Yeah, yeah.
If you go through HR, and then the HR meets with us in order to make a negotiation stuff, maybe we just need to ask you the question and tell us what you think,
Yeah,
please.
I think some of it, we've had some conversations already with HR about that and ourselves internally, so I think some of that has to do with, rather than decentralizing and asking the positions to be combined, water and sewer focus, I mean, that's a lot to ask of folks, is that perhaps having water certs, sewer certs, maybe somebody with both, but to be able to
Or maybe a higher,
perhaps,
It's just really hard to get
Or-
anybody any cert when you're requiring all of them.
exactly,
Well, please-
that's the biggest
please
hurdle.
put that together, show us what it looks like, and that might be in the form of pay to play for certification.
Yeah, I think our recent contract, I think we're fine there. It has more to do with position descriptions. Yeah,
Yeah.
so, but yes, we will definitely continue those
What about
conversations
the other
because
side,
we're,
the roads?
yeah, so the other side, we've got 3 Teamster operator positions open, right, Mike? That we're holding,
We're holding off.
yeah.
But you're doing that on purpose, it's not because
We're
we
doing
can't
that
get
on
them.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. And then we have 5 engineering vacancies, 5.
How many have we had? I mean,
And
it's been that way for quite a while, right?
we've had 4. The most recent was our environmental permit coordinator who took a position with DOT. And that position, we had lots of applicants. And we're hoping to fill that here fairly soon. But
The other engineer tax, we get a lot of applicants, it's just not really any qualifications. And then when we have made offers, they want the top end of the scale, and we don't ask that. And so, we've been doubling up in-house, working on things, so we've been getting by.
Again, that's one, as you just pointed out, that's one we've been dealing with for a long time. We did an effort to try and close that gap at one point, but then we took all that away. Maybe we need to revisit just for this specific thing,
Yeah.
something like that in the future.
Come up with some ideas, maybe bring them for us.
Same, yeah, same as,
Yeah, it's mainly, it's mainly pay. I mean, that's typically when it comes down to it, is the pay, so.
We have
But, because
HR
right now,
take
we've got engineer tax, senior engineer tax, the same as our E1, E2, E3 positions. So, I mean, there's no gap in between those either, and so it's hard to, we've been advertising for an E3 since Peter left, and we've got a couple applications want to work part-time, but it's not really a part-time job and stuff, so, so we're still.
Is that one remote? Can they do that one remote?
You could some, but not a lot. I mean,
I
it's,
don't like remote work.
it's hands-on
If it-
more stuff, so.
There's all kinds of, interactions on a daily basis
Yeah.
that makes the workflow so much more efficiently. And we do have folks that do, for a portion of the time, work remotely and do so very effectively. So it's not like we're against it,
No.
but it really does require both a presence in the office and in the field. So it's,
Feels like this was part of our conversation earlier,
Yeah.
so.
Very much.
and, that's why instead of, turn to him on this one, maybe we can do the same type of thing as we're talking about here, but also look at the compression between, all the way through.
That's the
And see
biggest.
what that looks like, and bring that to us, have HR bring that to us during negotiation.
Okay.
And I believe she's already also looked at that.
Yep, those discussions have already been going on in the background,
Yep.
for sure.
yeah. So we're, simply sharing as a matter of awareness. We're doing our best to make sure we're being responsive, being timely, all those good things, but you may hear rumbles every now and then.
I thought that was just Richard.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so, but we'll keep on keeping on.
I thought it was your bike.
Yeah.
You ride?
What's that?
You ride?
Only electric bicycles.
Oh,
I need assistance.
Different kind of ride.
okay, I was thinking,
I need
All right.
assistance.
Pole on the back.
You got it. You got it. And then just a quickie rundown of some things that are coming up. Commissioners, we've got our next quarterly meeting with ecology coming up, and we've been chugging along on that. We've reached out to Jacobs, who purchased CH2M Hill, about their tech memo for the repair on the pond, the dam, the floor of the pond. And they're still trying to find a person who can speak to that and match us up. So I've poked a couple times now on that, and they're hopefully getting
did they
back.
just sell that division of it, or did CH2?
Yeah.
I'm still having the hardest time believing that. It's one of the largest.
Oh, yeah.
How do you buy it?
Jacobs is even larger, that's how.
Jacobs is huge.
Yeah.
They're like an aerospace engineering firm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Purchased it.
Massive. Yeah.
You just don't even think things like that are possible, but our small little peons in this giant world.
So that's happening. We continue to push and make sure that we're having progress and all those good things. But that's a current
Do we
pickup
have
we
to go
need to
through
get.
that?
Well, they are the original authors of that
Designers,
and designers.
It stamped its
And so,
construction.
yes,
So it'd probably be best.
it would be best, yeah. TIPCAP, just their monthly meeting, they'll be electing new chairs and vice chairs, it's that time of year.
Do we have any openings?
We absolutely, thank you, Sharon. I was gonna say, and we continue to have openings, so if you've got folks that you think might be interested, please send them our way. And we're doing the same. continuing to recruit. But yes, I think we're about half full, if that, right now. So, yeah, definitely looking for additional TIPCAP members.
I was just gonna look and see which,
It's a mix right now of vacancies. I think every commissioner district has some, except perhaps, yeah.
so 2 vacant in District 2, a role in Hoodsport Reunion, 2 in District 3. And then District 1 is full.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
On the Hoodsport one, Pat, is there any possibility maybe you can reach out to the port, see if one of those guys would be willing to participate?
Sure.
A port commissioner might be a,
Yeah.
Same with District 3 as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'll
we
reach
do,
out.
yeah, and we have an applicant that we need to, we talked about at the last briefing, that we need to move along as well. So
Okay.
potentially one of those positions would be filled. Okay. Next, the Tahuya River Bridge will be meeting with the Hood Canal Salmon Enhancement Group soon, next week, couple weeks. They received a grant to begin design work on replacement of the bridge. And so,
I love
we've
the way
got-
you guys work with, and when I first started, I was at war with all those groups because they weren't very good. They are now, they're really good. They put the jobs first instead of their friendships and stuff. But the way you guys work with them really makes a huge difference when we have certain things environmental, like even looking at North Shore Road or any of these different things. Your guys' ability to work with them is very admirable and it's very much appreciated. I just thought to tell you that because what they appreciate it, they tell me.
Mhm.
So I always like when I hear that.
yeah, it's, it'll be fun in terms of just design and logistics.
I love watching his face.
Mike has some very good thoughts about
Well,
logistics
I was saying, he
of
still has to
replacing
get
the.
them to work within the parameters because
Yeah.
they dream of it, but they go out and get the money.
Yeah,
Gives us opportunities.
yeah, so that's coming up and we can share progress on that as we move along if you like. And then the other is the Chehalis Basin is facilitating a meeting of all members to talk about flood response and how to coordinate flood response. Mike and I were talking about that on the way down. More than likely, given where we sit in the overall watershed, we're more on the helping out with flood response as opposed to potentially receiving. So we
And
will,
pretty evident.
yeah,
I can see why they're
reaching out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flood response, thank you, by the way. I always want to say undersheriff, I apologize, it's just the first thing that comes out for all the years that's who you were. I was so concerned over the flooding and the different things that were happening. He just went ahead and just made it happen. He got drones out there to go over and inspect for any type of blockages and stuff. Having that relationship has been a great benefit to this county. And it sure makes it easier when they're calling me to tell them they can sleep well tonight because I know that there isn't a big blockage up the river. So thank you for making that happen immediately even. It happened immediately. It was coming down where I was at and I was just not able to sleep thinking, oh my gosh, can you imagine if it just comes down and it breaks through and these people don't want to leave, they don't believe us. You know, because different years and different things.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, they should believe us.
yeah, I agree. So tell them the next
saying.
time you see them.
So we'll touch base with Tammy and John. I imagine somebody from emergency management will be participating as well, and we'll just gauge our level of participation.
Sounds good.
Is that something you want a commissioner to show up at, or?
It's, so far it's staff.
I got no problem
Yeah,
not showing
it's-
up, but if you needed a commissioner,
Yeah, Yeah,
I
at
was
this
gonna
point,
volunteer, but
it's,
Yeah.
right.
Except for how much you would have bet to be on the day. It's not like-
No, I'll be back. I'll get back 25th.
Yeah, but happy to report back and let you know, and you'll probably be hearing, I guess, something from emergency management as well about that. All right, I think that's it. Any other
No wild stories.
updates or
no
stories or?
more wild stories.
We're all good.
But please get us the numbers, because we haven't even hit the really bad time for this year. I don't know why it's so warm this year, but if this is happening now, what's gonna happen when we have that week-long ground freeze that we worry about? How much more brittle those split areas become?
Well, and it could be just the saturation and settlement and what's going on that way. That's the other thing to take a look at is do we have something in that,
Some movement
that
somewhere.
trench?
I automatically assumed it was something different because it's a split, not a break. There's just a difference between the two.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, right offhand?
The bedding material looked like it wasn't real bedding material. I mean, there was a lot of sharp rocks in there.
So you think it's splitting because of?
Just from, it's been, well, one, because it's Schedule 40 pipe.
Yeah,
It's
Could
not,
be
not
just
made
age
for
and-
a
Yep.
force main, pressurized force main.
yeah.
That's like drinking water
Yeah.
pipe,
Yeah,
Yeah.
irrigation pipe, it's thinner wall,
wow.
yeah. So it needs to be different, C900, HDPE or something.
Do you have any idea for cost, just off?
Oh, heck,
This one,
I
okay.
have no idea, because
No, we're
just the
still scoping.
I was
constructability
gonna
of
say,
it.
don't guess, come back with.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
good
what's
stuff.
the problem
Yeah.
first?
Well, the
you
thing
know,
I
how
just
much?
ask is sooner rather than later. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
one of those things, you've been great about redundancy and stuff like that. It's not, redundancy is not the right word, but this is not when we wanna sit on and wait.
Oh, no.
So
for
if we
sure.
can
Not
get
that
it, we
you
get
guys
it
would.
through
Heck,
weed.
no, no way, man, for this weekend.
And you guys would never do that.
And 09 can't be used for this type of thing, right? Because we're not doing an economic development, it's not like putting new pipe.
No.
We could use it for new pipe, we can't use it for this.
No.
So it's gotta be REIT or their funds, and we don't have any funds in theirs.
It's gotta be
Yeah,
right.
and we can reach out to the state as well.
Yeah,
Sometimes
City
they
of Commerce-
have little
Or
emergency
ecology,
type
sometimes
pots.
they have
Yes.
the grants.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
yeah,
be
so we'll
great.
check with them as well. All right.
Gosh, sounds like you guys know your jobs. This is
Weird.
amazing.
Trying
I
something
was
new.
being sarcastic.
Happy 2026.
Right?
Yes.
Oh,
All right, I guess before we bail off, is there
Oh, yeah.
anything for us, commissioners?
Every time I've called, you guys are just taking care of it, so as far as I know, everything's already done.
Yeah, I love driving on our roads. Our county roads are so much better than other county roads.
Well, the only one out there is that one still on Sherwood Creek, but, that one that got all mad before, and then I dealt with it, and we got,
Yeah.
she's mad again. And it's
Okay.
like, it's never ending, so I'm just not even gonna talk to you about that one.
All
I
right.
can't justify it. I went out there and drove out there, remember, it's her
Yeah.
property, it's her everything. Our staff steps up and does it, and takes care of these people, but they can't just carry their load for them. She's gonna have to do her own ditching.
Did you guys find that tree that we got the email about?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think
The
you said,
tree.
I think you said Jeremy was gonna go look for it.
Yes,
or
Jeremy was
something.
gonna go take a look at it.
Yeah, I think they sent it to me and
Yeah.
you guys were.
Yeah, and we actually did have a citizen request on that, and it looked like Roy had been out originally to take a look at it and said it was outside the right of way, and I believe Jeremy was
Gonna
doing
verify.
another double check on that.
Anything on the line?
Yeah. I know that Dave has reached out to PUD, right?
Which one?
Lighting,
The light
Pretty Creek,
request at
Pretty
Purdy.
Cutoff Road,
They're
and,
putting it up.
okay, and what was the other lady?
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, what was the other lady? It was the
They're
second
putting
one.
two up and they're gonna be $35 a month. Because the intersection's so big.
I think that was, I'll have to go
I
check.
don't remember.
I think that was it, but.
No,
maybe
there was
not.
another intersection.
Up at, oh, off of Belfair Tahuya? I'll go back and look at
Yeah,
my
I don't
notes.
remember.
Melissa said.
Well, hey, we got one I can knock off, and I'll call them and let them know.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
See you later.
Thank you, commissioners.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right.
We had nothing on the agenda, we stretched it down pretty good.
I know, right? Did pretty good. So we're down to commissioner discussion, if we need it. Anything?
Can't think of anything. Hope you guys all have
So
a
what's
good,
next?
a good New Year's and stuff, and tomorrow we're set up, we'll
Mhm.
make the nomination, and, committees are the same. We're
How
ready
about a
for the new
motion?
year.
How about a motion?
Madam Chair, I move we adjourn.
Second.
We're adjourned.
I stretch it
How
out.